World Invasion Update. Scientists discover muscle things have come to wrestle. Americans' only hope, the battling belt and the wrestling ring.
He moves left. He took one. Into the battling belt it goes. He got another. This wrestling ring may save the world. One more to go. He's got him. He's battling belt. Oh, hard knocking, rockin' ring, battling belt, muscle figure package, sold separately. New from Mattel. Then you save the world.
Alright, today we're going to be taking a look at M.U.S.C.L.E figures, which M.U.S.C.L.E is an acronym that stands for Millions of Unusual Small Creatures Lurking Everywhere. Now, the line was made by Bandai and originally came out in 1983 and was known in Japan as Kinkeshi. Now, in Japan, it was a popular anime manga style comic book, and eventually, with the growing popularity, that translated over to American culture and was translated so Americans could enjoy the manga as well. Now, there were 236 official figures that were released for the M.U.S.C.L.E series. Now, the line's primary motif is professional wrestling, and I think it's kind of a play on how Japan viewed just how crazy professional wrestling was in the United States. Now, you could get the M.U.S.C.L.E figures in either packs of 4. They had little trash cans that came in a 20-pack of assorted M.U.S.C.L.E figures, or you could get a 40-pack of the different assorted M.U.S.C.L.E figures, which was a better deal. Some of them were extremely valuable, including this red claw that I had as a kid. On eBay, this little guy goes for over 80 bucks. They still make modern M.U.S.C.L.E figures today. Even at San Diego Comic-Con, they make them as Masters of the Universe. Now, there was the hard battling belt, which you could store your figures in, and also the belt, when flipped over, turned into a little mini ring that you could have your fighters fight one another against each other. And there was also the hard knockin' ring, which I myself have, and you can put 2 M.U.S.C.L.E figures in each little holder, and they can battle it out until one of them is the champion. Really nice detail with the stickers. Now, of course, as with anything gaining popularity, M.U.S.C.L.E eventually got its own video game for the Nintendo Entertainment System and for the Famicom over in the Japanese market. Now, the M.U.S.C.L.E game, while kind of campy and cool looking on the surface, is generally regarded as a giant bomb. It just doesn't play like any other wrestling game for any system at the time, and is just extremely confusing and difficult for people to get a hold of. So, yeah, it was definitely game over for this cute but just kind of broken game. Now, in 2004, the M.U.S.C.L.E game would make another resurgence in America and also in Japan on the PS2. The game that came out was Galactic Wrestling, featuring Ultimate M.U.S.C.L.E, which was a new TV series that had just started out at the time. And this was considerably better than the NES and Famicom versions that had come before it. The controls were actually responsive, and it played and felt like a decent wrestling game. Now, also in 2002, the TV series Ultimate M.U.S.C.L.E, the Kinnikuman legacy, came out to Fox TV. This is where the hero from the wrestling planet, Kinnikuman, went and fought against Terry Bull and the Thug Busters. Now, he wasn't a bad hero, but he was just rather goofy, like most anime, and yeah, you know, it's anime. Alright, so as you can see here, I have my little collection of M.U.S.C.L.E figures and the ring. This is Kinnikuman, who is the hero of the M.U.S.C.L.E manga, so sorry for any confusion earlier. Kinnikuman is not the planet, it's actually just a wrestling planet that he's from. His name is actually Kinnikuman. And the other character, who is the main villain of the Thug Busters gang of criminals, is Terry Bull. Yeah, and that's pretty terrible. It's a bad play on words. So these are the only 2 guys that are actually named in the entire series. Others just have kind of been given names or nicknames. Here's a little guy I have here that I think is really cool. This is a gas pump little figure. And you can see his thumb there is like the nozzle, and he has the meter on the top of his head like an old-time gas pump. And now this one is actually the only M.U.S.C.L.E figure that I've kept since I was a kid. And this is a spray can man or spray paint man. Shh. Don't know if it's supposed to be deodorant or aerosol spray or hairspray, but he's neat. He's cool. This guy's cool. He kind of reminds me of like a Mayan or like Aztec warrior. He has like those stone arches above his shoulders, and really cool, very tough looking figure. This guy is kind of bizarre. He's like the Michelin Man. Like when I played with this guy as a kid, I was like, what in the world? Like, why would they make a guy out of tires? I mean, that's not intimidating. It's just kind of silly. This guy here I love. This reminds me of like the Jimmy Hart of the WWE, like the skinny mouth of the South. He's really cool. He looks like he would be a manager for one of the other wrestlers. And I think that actually is his role in the comic. He's really cool. And this guy is known as Planet Man, and he can absorb like solar rays, and as you can see, he has Saturn. You know, is it around his anus or is it around your anus? Sorry, had to make that dumb planet joke. And then we got this other guy here who's another kind of a Mayan warrior or alien warrior with the spikes and everything. Really cool. They're all really neat, detailed figures. Another interesting fact is in Japan, these are actually used as erasers. They're not used as just figures. Now, if you ever want to tell if one's real or not, you can see the stamp on the back here. It'll have a YNCO stamp, and that's the trademark from Japan, so that way you can tell it is an actual Kenshi. Now, they also made, probably a year or two after, in 1985, they made a colored series, which a lot of people think these are just fake knockoffs, but they're real. They have the same trademark stamp on the back. And this guy here is a little green ninja. Just get that to focus in there. And really cool. I love the fluorescent colors on these. They're, you know, when you're a kid, you just want to trade them and collect them even more. And this guy, I don't know what he's supposed to be, but he's like Legos or a Rubik's Cube, and he's just totally awesome looking. So he's always been one of my personal favorites. And then you got this guy, like, wow, what a bad day he's having. I mean, like, I don't know if that's supposed to be an eyeball or somebody just shot him right through the head. I mean, you're not going to be able to do much good with a hole in your head, so I don't think he's going to be of much help. And then you got, like, this alien Gorgon warrior or, like, an alien Spartan type warrior. Pretty cool looking. And then we got this guy. He has like a gas mask, and you can't see it, but up in the corner it actually says like poison on his chest, so that's pretty creative, like a supervillain. And they even made figures that were exactly the same in both the plastic and neon colors, which I don't understand why, but they're neat. So here we go. It's time for tonight's main event with Terry Bull versus Kinnikuman in the hard knocking ring. He moves in, Terry Bull moves in with a left and a right, and Kinnikuman comes back. Oh my god, he's knocked over one of the other wrestlers on the outside. It's getting absolutely crazy, and down goes Terry Bull. Oh, that crowd goes wild. I don't know how much the other wrestlers are going to like it. I told you he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And I don't think that a lot of the fans are taking very kindly to this. Oh my god, we got an all-out brawl and a lumberjack match brewing outside. So I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at the muscle line of figures with me today. I think they're pretty cool, and they're great fun to collect, still cheap if you can find them around, and they're just as fun now as they ever were. See you guys next time. Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you do the Facebook or Twitter thing, follow me at #KinnikuEraser. See you next time.